Tax-free August is in Florida. There's no sales tax on any items under $100. And the Nike factory store is packed for back to school shopping, but is it really the best time to shop here? Or is it just hype? Anyways, we're gonna break down the pros and cons of shopping at a Nike factory store for back to school. And right now, we're in the Nike factory store in Celebration, one of my favorite stores to visit. Over the years, this store has bring me tons of gems. I mean, from Supreme jackets to Jordan 4 breads to $35 Nike Adapt BBs, you name it, I copped it from this spot. But today, it's not about the hype. It's about what can we find that's affordable and if the deals are even worth it. Right now, we're looking at some backpacks. It is 25% off of $44. Not sure what parent needs backpacks, and if they do, are they looking for these style backpacks? And also, are these backpacks coming with a laptop compartment? I'm not even sure what kids is bringing laptops to school nowadays. They're more likely taking their iPads to school. And because we're in the state of Florida, we gotta look at the summer gear. They got a whole bunch of swim trunks. I definitely know I'm not gonna find no basketball trunks. Those are actually casual. You can definitely rock these casually. Those are above the knee. You got a swoosh. Ooh, the quality is not bad. This one is $34. Swoosh Fun for on air. Not bad. I remember that on-air collection they did back in the days. You had the Summer of London, you had Gabby from New York. They both designed I think Summer of London was an Air Max 97 and Gabby designed the Air Max 98. More swim trunks, but I see a red sticker, so they might be reduced heavy, $27.97, but no additional discounts. And on top of that, we got some outerwear. We got some middleweight hoodies and multiple different colors, and we got the joggers to match. Not to mention, they got the jogger shorts as well. And those are hitting for $39.99. First of all, the biggest win is the sales tax holiday. There is no taxes on any items $100 or below. That includes clothing and sneaker. So no additional money sneaking up on you or added to your total price at the register. What you see on the price tag is what you're paying. And to be honest, the deals just feels a whole lot better. Here's some basketball shorts, but I doubt this is gonna be affordable. $44.99, which are getting 20% off. However, these are very thin mesh basketball shorts. They got the black and white ones as well. Again, not as thin as I have seen them in the past, but they're not too far off. I'll definitely pass on these. What I'm used to is more thicker mesh basketball shorts, and Nike don't seem to make that, which is causing me to look into other brands. Also, guys, tax-free shopping stacks with multiple discounts. Tax-free stacks with multiple discounts. So for example, these ACG pants, they're $84.97. If there's additional 20% off, you can definitely apply that and you still don't have to pay the sales tax. And I don't mind that. And these ACG pants is dope. You already know ACG does run oversized. The quality of them is phenomenal. However, there are guapi. Retail for this is probably $180, but it has been reduced, I guarantee you, almost half. Their apparel is probably one of the best products that Nike produce. This shirt is in for $39.99, and they also have it in white. And guys, you can literally wash these, and to be honest, you probably end up replacing your washing machine before you have to replace that shirt. The quality is phenomenal. I can't speak for the quality of the Jordan tees. If it's not dry fit, I ain't doing it. These are $29.99, and there's a plethora of them, no additional discounts. They even got the Jordan sweat jogger shorts, and those are hitting for $44.99, and they got multiple different colors as well. I'm assuming this black one's going for the same price, $44.99. If you guys still looking for backpacks for your little ones, they got you as well. It is 25% off the Jordan backpack, if you guys care to know. Don't let me get started on Jordan clothing, because at one point in time, they was making phenomenal gear, and it just stopped. I'm not sure what happened. This one actually fell off the rack. I'm gonna put it back together. It's standard fit, and Jordan gear typically runs like ACG gear. It's kind of baggy, oversized. I guarantee it's guapi though. What you guys think this costs? $74.99. I probably stick to my Levi's jeans before I buy Jordan denim pants. Maybe it's not denim, but I'm sure I can get some denim pants a lot cheaper and more comfortable. And you got a denim jacket. This is clearly Jordan, and this price is $89.99, no additional discounts. More sweat shorts, and if you're looking for basketball shorts, you probably have to go to the swim trunks. These are swim trunk Jordans, and I guarantee you they're probably like $44. $24, not bad. And for those who need to know, the shoe that has additional discounts also apply to no sales tax. So most definitely you can double dip and purchase shoes like this for $84.97, 20% off, and pay no additional sales tax on this item. That's a great come up. I mean, they got shoes from these Chaos, which to me personally, they're overpriced at $79.97, to Dunks for $90. I actually like this colorway of the Dunk. And you also got some LeBrons, and this one is going for $59.99. $97. So that ended up being like $40 something. And this time of the year, Nike flooded the store with a whole bunch of Nike staples, from Air Maxes to Pegasus, from Jordan Retros, you name it, they're affordable. And the whole purpose is to target students who's heading back to school. Who wouldn't want to take advantage of that? And not only students, also adults who's looking to save money, like you and I. And because this is Celebration and non-heavy tourist outlet, you get unique deals like this. The price for these is crazy. More about them later though. And that means random shoes just show up on the shelves, just like those Air Jordan 8s. And that's not the only pair. Right now we're in the refurbished section, and refurbished section can be lit as well. I mean, you get an additional 20% off of already marked down prices. These are 80. We got the 180s Joker theme. Those are 96. And I think it's fair to say that no shoe in a refurbished box is gonna be over $100. Matter of fact, I can argue any shoe on this back wall may not even be over $100, including these Air Jordan 1 lows. Those are $79.99 with additional 20. However, you get these. Are these the Vaporfly Next 4s? No, they're the 3s, and they're marked down $129 with additional 20% off. I think this is Cedar in 100. Yep, 103. So this might be a perfect time to bring this up. So this is how you beat it. Well, it's my birthday month, so I get additional 10%, so that bring that below 100. Or you guys can download the Nike Plus app and get additional 15% off your entire purchase. These are super, super comfortable. If you're looking for running shoes, I did try a pair on. I actually got a pair. I think the 2s as well. But if you're a runner, great pickup, especially for around $100. I want to make a point that the last 3 vlogs I have produced, I have found a pair of Vaporfly 3s in the building, roughly all around the same price. I see they got the Ja 2s, those are 84, and they got the Michigan Ja 1s, and those are 64. I did nothing and this shoe just fell. Crazy. Stay. And they got these black toes. Not really. I mean, there's one thing I don't like about this shoe. Let me show you. First of all, you guys gotta know the difference between the OG Air Jordan 1 Low and the Air Jordan 1 Low. It's missing the Nike Air on the tongue, and also missing the stitch, the Air Jordan Wings logo on the back of the heel. Right now they do have it, but it's a gel form. It's not true to OG. And look at the outsole. That's that Kool-Aid red. I'm not fancying it. However, the box, if it had the lid, fire. Dope. Great concept. I'm not mad at it. The price, $99 with additional 20% off. These are the Hustle 2s, these are 80. The 2017s, $164. Now we also find some Jordan 1s in the back wall, but these are mid. These are $99, definitely qualified for the tax exempt. And there's another pair I saw earlier, which is the Year of the Snakes. We have also found this shoe in the Air Jordan 11 as well. Now this shoe is on the hash wall in pretty much every store, but the Air Jordan 11s are still in the bin, at least in the Nike Unite store that I visited not too long ago. So if you're looking for a pair, they're gonna be $139 with 20% off. But don't be discouraged, because we still got a lot of Jordans to take a look at. And you never know what you'll find. These are the Substitute J's, which I really don't give much love to, but y'all asked to see them, so I'm gonna show you a few of them. These are $129. These are the Jordan 4 RMs. Some of them got dope colorways. I remember seeing like the pine green colorway of this, and I thought that was fire. This one's going for $89. It's pretty much the same price that they're going for other factory stores, but I have found this shoe a lot cheaper. That's why I encourage you guys to follow me, because I drop videos like this almost every single day. I show you guys how to save money and also educate you, inform you along the way. So why not? You get entertainment, you get knowledge, and you save money. Hit that like and subscribe. And this pair was also there as well. So if you want to know where I found these shoes for a little bit cheaper, definitely follow the channel and you'll find that video. 213s for $109. What's crazy is they come in a Jordan 2 box. Well, I guess it's a 2-3s. Why not Jordan 3 box? I don't know. 109 is the price. Oh, the Doom Res, they're a pair here as well. This one's selling for $150. Clearly not tax exempt pricing. It's a Jordan 13 that came out, what, a year and a half ago? Definitely over a year, I know that much. And I have found this shoe at a different location. When I found that shoe, I pulled a random shoe out the box, and it was a different shoe. It was the gray blue. Y'all remember that video? I also posted that on a YouTube short, and they went crazy. A lot of people couldn't believe it. But anyways, literally I just pulled the Doom Res. That's exactly what you're getting for $149. No additional discounts. But if you're interested in this shoe, this is the only outlet I know that has it. I know International Drive has it as well, but they're probably sold out as reporting this. Or maybe they haven't. This is the basketball aisle. We got the GT Cut 3s. These are $139. I should play in this color. This is also the same price. I'm hearing good things about these Cut 3s. Good balling shoe. And look what we found. We found the Air Jordan 1 UNC Blue reimagined for $139. I knew it was going to show up in the outlet. I didn't expect to see them this soon. Now, this is the second location I have found this shoe. Super dope. Great price. But you know me, I like to gamble. I'm a betting man, and I'm betting on myself. I'm hoping I find these a whole lot cheaper, man. No problem. Hoping I can get them for around $100. That's my goal, so I'm gonna stick to it. So y'all pray up for me, man. The sneaker guys look down upon me and help me find this shoe for roughly $100. I need it in the collection. I do have the UNC blue shoe like this from 2015. These are fire to me. I held out this long. I'm holding out just a little bit longer, and that's for the right price. And right next to it, we got the black gold metallic for $109.99. No additional discount, so you are paying full price, including tax. And to the right, we got the mids, the UNC blue. And we know where you find the mids, you're gonna find the lows. We'll get to it eventually. 80 beans for these mids. And for those who like their mids, they got a plethora of them, guys. $99 for these. We also got some lows. These are $130. Ooh, look at that outsole. $30 though. I mean, the leather is soft. And I told you, wherever you find the mids, you're gonna find the lows. The UNC blue, patent leather, Jordan 1 low, 90 bean. And you got these for 89. And look what we stumble upon. We stumble upon the Oka 6s. Now, I also found these in Nike out on International Drive. They were here for the same price. Now they're vanished, no longer there. They're over here. Now, I'm not sure if this in pairs over there to over here. The biggest size is size 11. The biggest size that was over there was also size 11. But there you go. These shoes came out well over a year and a half ago as well, along with those 13s. And they're widely available in a Nike factory store at a reduced price. Now, if the pairs over on International Drive sold out, I'm expecting these as well. Cut cross. I'm not sure if the cut cross is worth it for basketball. The Zoom GT Cut Academies, never hooped in them. Those are 70. We got the Immortalities for 55 or 20% off. We got the Ja 2s in the building for $74. Multiple different colorways. Oh, this is Ja, yeah, it is Ja 2s as well. $84. Damn, they got so many Ja's in the building. Whoa, this is the most Ja's I've seen concentrated in one particular area. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not even including the ones that's on the hash wall. That's an unhealthy amount of jaws. That's a clear sign they're not moving. That's good for us though. Speaking of an unhealthy amount of jaws, there's an unhealthy amount of LeBrons as well. LeBron's still playing and he wants to cement his legacy as the greatest player ever, but he's not selling like the greatest player ever. I mean, at least in my book, Jordan's still my #1, especially greatest athlete of all time. Now, does that mean you have to sell like Jordan? Maybe not. That's a whole separate category, but he's not even selling like Jordan. These are $84.97 with 20% off. And before you guys go ham on me in the comments talking about LeBron's a $1 billion guy, Jordan Brand is his own subsidiary with Nike. In other words, it treats itself like its own separate business. There's no LeBron shoe. It's LeBron Nikes or Nike LeBrons. Jordan is just Jordan. There's no Nike in front of Jordan Brand. Now you got the Nike LeBron 20s premiums. I had to be petty. It's Nike LeBrons. Anyways, this was here last time we was here. I don't remember the pricing, but this is $175. You guys care for them. There's a healthy amount of pairs available if you guys looking for them though. They're the LeBron 20s. And these are the 21s. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I like the 21s. I do have a pair of them all red though. Similar to this, but mine's just predominantly all red. This is like lavender color. Calling it barely great. All right, we'll go with that. And these more LeBron 21s, and these are $140. What's crazy is that you can get these shoes at the clearance store for a whole lot cheaper. They got them for $139. I feel the price will get reduced here shortly. I don't think they could hold out at that price and actually move. I think the price is definitely gonna regress. Just gotta give it a time. And given the fact that it's tax season, holiday, everything under $100 is tax exempt, and Nike's only giving us 20% off max. I think it's gonna be like that throughout the whole entire month. I don't think they're gonna give us any like great deals like a 30% off, 40% off already a tax holiday month. Now here's one staple in the Nike community that I think will be always available in the Nike factory stores and foot traffic sites is the Air Force One. Maybe not the black pair so much, but I think they come in a tandem between the downtowns and the uptowns, the all white. These are staple, at least this pair is, and it's gonna go for every bit of $115. We have seen price hike from $90 to $115 within 2 years of this particular shoe. And these joints are still highly sought after because Nike drop them every single day of the year. Unlike these, fad came and went. These are $94.99. These are the Panda Dunk lows, full size run. But Nike don't dare to throw them on a hash wall. They're still holding out. They have an overinflated investment in the Nike Panda Dunks. They wanted to pan out or continue to pan out like the Air Force One. Even though we were saying the Panda Dunks is the new Air Force One, it was. I don't think is there no more. I think for these to actually sell like the Air Force One, they may have to reduce the price or make it a collab or something. I don't know. I don't think it's going to sustain the way it did back in 2021 and 22. That's just my thoughts. I don't have numbers to back that up. It's just a hunch. You don't need more than a hunch to be right though. I know these ain't going to move, so I'm not wrong by saying that either. We found some Cortez, the Forrest Gumps. These are $60. I ain't mad at it. And more LeBrons. These are the 22s. These are hitting for $90. And then you got the Monopoly joints. Whoa. You heard that thunder? That thunder was crazy, super loud. I gotta get out of here, man. Anyways, they got the LeBron 22s. These are Monopoly joints. Well, there you go, Monopoly. Not sure who's checking for these, but they're available if you're looking for them. $139.99. Not part of the tax exempt because it's over $100. There's no additional discounts, so you gotta pay $139.99 plus sales tax. But the box is cool. I ain't mad at it. There's a plethora of sizes too if y'all looking for pairs. Nah, I like this one. I'll definitely hoop in these. These are also LeBron 21s. Clean. Multicolor, I ain't mad at it. $139.99. Multiple pairs available as well. All the shoes I show you, those are great deals. However, it can be better, and I know they were better before tax season began because I shop every single day leading up tax season holiday, and we had 20 up to 40% off of some shoes. And some shoes has an increase in pricing. Giving us additional 20% is not helping. And when tax season and holiday shopping began, the madness pursued. Outlets were crowded. Right now, it's kind of subtle, not really popping off in this particular store. Some of the risks you find with back to school shopping is even if they have a shoe that you want for the price you're willing to pay for, the sizes could be scarce. They could be very rare to find the exact shoe you need for your fit for back to school. And here lies the dilemma. There's so many people in the building looking for the exact same thing, looking for great deals. However, it's the early birds who get the worm. And they actually get the shoes technically. And that leaves a lot of people stranded, buying pairs that they didn't came for and paying more money than they expected, especially if you're after the 2017s. Look at the price, $139.99. Maybe you don't want that shoe because you don't live in Europe. You're from America and you want something comfortable to rock to school. So you're left with the Vapor Max 2023 Fly Knit. But look at the price, $169.99. You're like, cool, I want that shoe, but I want it in a different color. Boom, we come over here, we got you for the same price, we got a different colorway, but they may not have your size. I doubt that's your biggest dilemma because the price will be my biggest dilemma. And when that price increase, so does your opportunity. It's an invert effect. Your options decrease. And you might have to settle for shoes like this, which is definitely not on sale, but it's cheaper than those Vapor Max, but they are comfortable as well. Let's say you don't want that pair. Then you can get the yellow pair for $5 cheaper. Great, but you don't rock a lot of yellow. So he's like, I'd rather the all black pair. They got you. $135. Even, but you gotta pay tax on that, this, and this. Now that 2017 is looking a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? Nah, not for me. But if you don't mind wearing platinum, they got you for a better price. For those who want the comfort but rather pay the great price, they got the DNs, and these are going for $80 with additional 20% off. I have tried these pairs on, not this particular colorway, but the comfort is definitely there. The aesthetics is not. That's why I'll hard pass on shoes like this. Great about this particular store I'm in, even though some deals are super great and there's a lot of opportunities in the building, but there's not that many people here. This is under $100. This is a predominantly all white. It's going for $94. Then you got the Wolf Gray. This is going for $104. Air Max 1s, $150. More Air Max 1s. These are $99. So I got the 90 for $104. I know you guys are not feeling the prices for some of them, but the purple and whites and black one is $94. And they got different colorways. I actually like the colorway for this shoe. But moving on, predominantly all white, USA colorway, and the last pair of 270s in the building. But there's one thing I want to show you guys. It's not on the hash wall. It's not on shelves. It's not behind the counter, but it's on the heat wall. And it's a ton of shoes on the heat wall. And look at the prices, even from the great fives, not to mention the rare Air 4s. Let's start with the obvious. You do got the Jordan 4 white cements with a Nike on the back heel, but this is going for $160. These are kids. Moving past that, Aqua Ace, which recently just came out. And guess what? This is a whopping $149.97. And because it ends with 97, which is odd and in pricing, you get additional 20% off. So this would be $119 before tax. Not a bad deal for a shoe that came out like 3 weeks ago. I'll cop. Then lastly, they got the great fives. I actually found this shoe for the exact same price at another outlet. And I got a lot of people hit me up. Is that shoe still available? Maybe not at that location, but you can definitely come over to the Celebration location and you can find another pair here for $149.97 with additional 20% off. That is $120 before tax. And all these shoes, you're gonna have to apply the tax onto them because they're not below $100. You do got the rare Air Force, but that is still retail at $220. And there's one thing I gotta do. I have to do it, y'all. I have to take the Velcro patch off. Is it white or gold? White or gold? Oh shit, that's on there. Did they just glue this thing on here? Holy crap. That's probably one of the hardest patches I have to take off. Is that white? It is white. No gold. Now, before I get out of here, I'm definitely gonna come over to the kids section because one of the best vlogs I have done in the last month was at this store where they had the Air Jordan 4 White Thunders for, I think, $55 with 30% off. Ended up being like $33 out the door, which was a crazy find and steal at the time. So we don't want to give up on the kids section just quite yet. So we're gonna come through the GSI. We're gonna see if there's any crazy deals like that before I get out of here. But what I'm noticing is a whole bunch of dunks. This color I have never seen before. I actually like this. We got some blazers for $50, and we found some rare air ones, but these are for the women's. It's crazy that they made two different variants. You had a men pair and you had the women pair. And the women pair is unique because they have the Air Jordan Wings logo, both on the lateral and medial side of the shoe. That's crazy. One side says Nike Air, while the other side says Air Jordan. And the material is, and the tumble leather on this pair, it's nice. Women do got the Vapor Max for under 100 and the 270s. Some kid basketball shoes, they got you $75 for the Ja 2s. Kobe's, GG on the back heel, $84.99. I have seen this shoe in multiple different outlets, so pick one, I'm sure it'll be available there. We found some Air Jordan 1s. We see these for men's. They're $100 for women or GS, but $109 for men. And we got the Rear Air Jordan 1 black toes, which is cool to see. This pair is $100, so you don't have to pay tax on this pair, which is dope. There's no shortage of Jordan 2s. We got the Origins, $79.99. We got the Christmas lows too, $69.99. Is that the Rare Airs? It looks like the Rare Air 3s. Wow, these are available for $114. Damn, this shoe just came out like 2 months ago. But, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's good to see. More of the 2s and a whole bunch of 1s and mids. A lot of people are probably wondering what type of tech fleece they have. I found them. I've been looking for this Glitch Tech Fleece Army Fatigue colorway for the longest, and I finally did. And I actually found it in my size large, and look at the price, $39.97. That's a great deal. There's more, and you get additional 40% off. Not only is it the cheapest I ever found it, I also get additional discounts. So it ended up being like $25 out the door. Great pickup.